What is poppin', everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Rockwell's Modern Life podcast, a lifestyle show which features conversations with some of the most interesting and inspiring young adults living here in the Philippines. The purpose of this show is to educate the listeners and myself about different hot topics in Filipino society and culture while providing quality kalokohan. Let's get to it. Now, before we start the show, I want to talk a bit about our sponsor, Luisa Rondain. Have you been looking for a new place to stay? Has spending hours a day with your parents made you think, bruh, I think it's time to move out? Well, my good friend, Luisa Rondain, is the perfect person to talk to as she sells properties for Rockwell land sales and can definitely hook you up for the future. Everyone knows Rockwell creates one of the most beautiful properties in the primest of locations. And with your home now being a top priority due to that coronavirus, it is definitely an investment that you should be considering. Luisa can help you with that issue as she represents the Rockwell land and can help you find your next home. She deals with a wide array of properties and can certainly find you a new home in your comfortable area. She can get you great deals in Proscenium Rockwell, which is in the heart of Makati and is by far the most exclusive development in Rockwell. They have units from studio types to 3-bedroom, which are available for you to move in now or even up to December 2021. Looking to get out of the city in the future? Rockwell South at Carmel Ray is for you as it is a premium horizontal development along New Valley Boulevard, selling lots from 300 to 1,000 plus square meters, which will be ready by 2022. A great neighborhood in an even better development. Want to stay up north near your fam? Well, they have the Arton in QC, which is set to be up by 2022 to 2023. Arton will have every type of unit for you, whether it's a studio, 1, 2, or even 3-bedroom unit. If you're interested in investing your new home, you can find her on Facebook under Luisa Rondain, Rockwell Land. Send an email to luisar@rockwell.com.ph or even text her at 0961 456 7710. I'll be putting her contact details in the description below. Change up your work from home environment with Luisa Rondain and Rockwell Land Developments. What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Rockwell's Modern Life podcast. In today's show, I'm joined by none other than the No Cap Boys. No Cap is another local podcast that features conversations with athletes to talk about their personal lives as well as some unheard stories. Today, we have the 4 members of the No Cap podcast. One of them is a passionate sports writer and YouTuber with currently over 10,000 subscribers. Another one was a former UAAP basketball juniors champion with the Ateneo Blue Eagles and team captain of the Ateneo golf team. Another one was a former captain of the Ateneo Blue Eagles, a 2-time UAAP champion, and is a current player for the MPBL reppin Zamboanga. And last but certainly not the least, he is a 3-time UAAP champion, a finals MVP with the Ateneo Blue Eagles, and the first ever Asian import in the Japanese Basketball League. It is my pleasure to introduce you all to the No Cap Boys, Colin Salao, Mark Salandanan, Anton Asisio, and 30 Ravenna. What's up, boys? Thank you so much for being on the show.
What up? What up?
What's up, baby?
Thanks for
What's
having
up?
us.
What's up?
What you do, baby?
What do you
I haven't heard that in a
do?
long time.
What's up?
So happy to have you guys on the show. I know you guys are all super busy individuals, and I appreciate the time that you guys gave for this evening and morning for Mr. Mark Salandanan, who is currently
Good
residing a little bit too early, maybe. Yeah.
Early.
And he currently resides in the sunny state of California. How's everything naman there?
Here in Cali,
Yeah.
we're doing okay naman. We're slowly opening up, but then we had these wildfires.
Oh, yeah.
So
No cap.
yeah, and then it even reached all the way in Seattle and Washington and Oregon. like the air quality was so bad. Like we my brother, we made a home gym outside, and then like you could see. You guys know like when the end of the world looks like when the sky is like orange yellow.
Yeah, like some
Dude, that's
Armageddon
what it.
shit.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, we're allowed to curse here.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
okay?
yeah. Completely
Yeah, dude,
explicit.
it was bad. It was like fucking bad, and then it was so hard to breathe.
Talk about your home
Crazy.
gym naman.
Oo nga eh. What's your
Tsaka
setup
ngayon,
like? Squat
Buti ka pa
rack?
may home gym.
ano lang, squat rack, plyo box, and we just have like a shit ton of weights.
Kompleto. He knows what's up.
Iba naman yung home gym ni 30.
What a cool guy this guy, man.
Oh my god. Hey, you
What a
I
lad.
missed
What a
you.
lad.
But yeah, again, very thankful to have you guys on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, of course. So let's start off the pod, as I always do, by asking the question, what's poppin'?
What's poppin'?
So guys, what's poppin'?
I got options.
Brand new whip just
I
hopped
thought
in.
that, hey,
Brand new whip is hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a solid.
what's popping though?
Okay, Colin should.
What's
answer
popping
that
now?
first.
Ako yung may walang ginagawa dito.
Work.
Work lang yan.
Work lang. What do you do for the listeners that don't know? Like,
No,
what
actually,
you do?
siya I'm drop some ano. I work
bars.
I'm a key account manager at a consumer company. But something that these guys don't know is that I actually resigned from my job.
Oh,
So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna drop right here. Yeah,
Ooh,
I end
fresh
I end
news.
this week. Sorry,
No
next
cap.
week. Yeah, to like stop because I'm so done with the corporate life, to be honest.
Damn, bro.
So yeah, that's actually been what's keeping me busy, like just finishing work because I'm over it, honestly.
Over that shit. What else do you got like lined up for you after?
Well, I'm gonna work for
Resigning.
my family's business, but then I also, like you guys know, like you said it, I have a YouTube channel. I'm gonna like try to super take it seriously and see if something can happen, or like do this sports thing and see if something can happen. I mean, not play sports, but you know, see what
Pwede
it
naman
can do,
din.
you know.
Dude, yeah, why not? There's so
Pwede
many
naman play
YouTubers
sports
out
eh.
there like making similar content that you do, and honestly, in the Philippines, people eat that shit up. I can honestly say
Exactly.
that I spend a little bit too much time watching these like hypothetical videos of the NBA, especially because I'm a Knicks fan, and unfortunately, all we can do
Oh,
is really bank on them
um,
hypotheticals.
what's
That's
I
sad.
take so many shots at the Knicks on my videos, dude, because they're
Dude,
like the
it's okay.
easiest target.
I've become bulletproof at this point.
It's okay. I'm a Wizards fan, bro. So like, I'm just like right there with you
At least you guys got Bradley Beal, man, and like
for
even
like
though.
one more year. For like one more year.
Ah, shit. Well, I mean, good luck to you and your YouTube channel for sure.
Thanks, bro.
I'm pretty confident that you could do a good job there.
Thanks, bro.
What about the rest of you boys? What's been popping with you guys?
Or,
Ang galing magturuan eh, no?
Oh, si Mark daw, si Mark daw.
Si Mark nagji-gym.
Mark
Oo nga,
na.
home gym eh.
Mark the cool
Oh.
guy.
Pakita naman progress.
Fuck no. What have I been up to? Wala naman. Work. I work as an associate consultant here for an engineering firm in LA. Other than that, wala. Workout, feeling workout, workout. Mga ganun lang.
Workhorse talaga to. Grabe. Kako-inspire.
Stop.
That's dope, dude. How's the US life been? Almost like pretty much 1 year na ba? Or a couple of months pa lang?
Yeah, a year and a half, something like that. Wala. Okay naman. It's fun. It was fun at the start. Like I got the glimpse of office life, and I like my coworkers naman. They sent me like a fat ass box of cookies for my birthday recently, so that was solid. So I like the company.
That's sick. Solid work environment. And belated
Sir.
happy birthday, bro.
Thank you.
Haba birdie.
Ayun.
A
Happy
birdie.
birthday. Happy born day, Ton.
Happy one day.
Wait, di ko gets yun. Paki-explain naman, Anton. Ano bang, bakit happy born day?
I don't know. Yun nga yung tinatanong ko eh. I was asking, like, saan ba nanggaling yung Happy Born Day?
Bro, this guy was going on a rant about Born Day.
Yeah, pero wait naman, kasi curious lang talaga ako, like, since when were people saying Happy Born Day? Like, it doesn't even make sense, because born is a verb. Oh, wow.
Grammar
Wow.
Nazi dito Grabe. Multifaceted talaga si Ton. But sige, Ton, what's been keeping you busy? What's popping with you?
Wala naman. Ako, basket lang. Well, we started practicing na for CX3 kasi we're planning to start the league soon, next month. Tapos, I've been doing business,
Hey,
totes.
the plug. May
The
the
plug.
may the oats be with you.
Shit, tawag dyan ah.
So
For,
listen.
for the listeners that don't know what totes is, what is totes?
Totes is basically rolled oats, overnight oats. And I'm with two of my partners and we make those oats ourselves. We do everything. So,
Oh,
fulfilling
400
naman.
pesos na yan kay Roque ah. Takin na. Advertisement
Grabe yung
yan.
ads.
Plug naman.
Ay, sorry. May bayad ba?
Dane, bro. Puro bros naman. I know naman the three of you, so free plugs for sure. Keep plugging it, baby.
Thank you.
May nilalagay mo doon, Ton.
Oo nga eh.
Secret ingredient.
Secret
Make
nga.
it
Hindi
love.
na magiging secret.
Sa atin lang naman eh.
Bagay. Akala ko no cap, bro. No cap. Ano yung secret?
Hindi, ano to, RML to, bro. This is not no cap.
Sa no cap ko natatanungin yung secret sauce na yan.
Oh. Pag,
Oh,
that's sick
thirds, ikaw
though.
naman.
Thirds. Let's go.
Wala. Honestly, all I've been doing is just working out. I was supposed to be in Japan last July 1. But, after months of, especially sa ECQ, na-delay, but I just kept working. I was 215 pounds na nag-start. Tapos after ilang months of working, may nose piercing na ako, bro. So,
Solid progress in my opinion.
The compliment is pink hair.
maganda na yung direction na pinupuntahan ko ngayon. So, I guess that's something going well for me.
May
But-
Gatsby sponsorship na rin yan.
Yes.
Hey.
Ano nga pala?
Di ko alam paano ako naging Gatsby ambassador. Wala naman ng buhok. Pero di ko alam kung na hairstyle. Pero shout out Gatsby for
Shout out Gatsby.
the trust. I love you guys. Yun lang naman.
Solid naman. A lot of exciting things up for you ahead. But yeah, that's dope, guys. Nice to know that you guys are doing well. And let's get into the meat of the show. So our first topic of discussion is, obviously, the No Cap podcast. So I want to start off by asking you guys, why did you guys feel the need to create the No Cap podcast?
Mark.
Mark.
So, yan.
Oh, is that me?
That's you.
That's you.
Mastermind.
This was your idea.
Dude, okay, sige. Ano yun? Start ng pandemic. So before it started, I was getting bored working from home. And then, like when you work in corporate, all you do is just like watch YouTube videos or listen to podcasts, especially here in LA. Like it's such a big thing for some reason. And then I was like, what if I start one in the Philippines with, a couple friends? So then I hit up 30 first and Anton, asking them, what they thought about it, blah, blah, blah. And then from, what was the first idea? It wasn't even supposed to be like a no cap thing. It was more like, it was supposed to be as explicit as it could be, like yung kay Matt Barnes. What's his
All the
called?
smoke.
All the smoke.
All the smoke.
Yeah, that's what I wanted at first. Like all the smoke. I wanted to release all like if there were dirty secrets or something like that, blah blah blah. And then 30 wanted to. So after talking with 30 and them, we moved on to more like of an uninterrupted style of LeBron, the barber. The barber shop.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how like it all started, and then it's just an idea at first, which kept um growing months and months until we actually just started. We said, "Fuck it, just shoot. Let's just shoot and see where we go." And so far, we've had fun shooting all of our guests and everything.
Yeah, dude.
That's for me. I don't know how everyone else started.
Okay naman. 30, since you were part of the initial mastermind group.
Okay, so to add to what Mark just said, at first he kind of wanted like all the smoke type, like the stories that people don't know about, from the athletes, from the guests that we're gonna have. But I kind of wanted to, uh, I kind of wanted to have an influence more on the younger generation or the people who are watching the podcast, and I actually want them to learn, not just the stories, but I actually want them to pick up a thing or two from our guests, from whatever experiences they've had. Because the podcast wasn't initially no cap; it was supposed to be no excuses, because we wanted the theme to be about struggles of the athletes that we're gonna interview and how they were able to overcome it through you know through whatever they did. And that's why I wanted to be part of the podcast, because I wanted like someone from the audience, kahit isang tao lang, to pick up a thing or two from the podcast and actually incorporate it in their lives, because I think we need more of that right now, especially with everything that's happening. And I told Mark that it would be a great um, move if we added Colin to the podcast, because when I watched Colin's YouTube content, talagang uh, I was shocked. I was intrigued with uh, how much followers he only had for the quality of the videos that you see. Even till now, you see it naman, like he's one of the most detailed guys, very articulate in his videos, and I think adding Colin to the podcast really just, you know, made everything better, and it made everything way smoother, from the flow. To
So
even like
yeah.
yeah, that's yeah. So
Oh yeah.
I think yun yung
Oh
isa sa
yeah.
mga solid na ginawa namin lahat as a group. But yeah, I guess it's been going well. We don't really plan on we don't really plan on making any money out of it. We don't even talk about oh, this is gonna be a money making podcast. We just want this podcast to happen because we're passionate and we're bored. So
That's dope, man.
that's how initially uh it started. But yeah, right now we're just having fun, and we've been getting good reviews naman, hopefully, luckily. Tapos yeah, we just can't
Hopefully.
wait. Yeah.
Solid,
Kasi,
solid yung last episode natin, ah.
Oh yeah, I
Solid
think
yung
that was
feedback.
Pero
that was the best one.
anyway, yeah, that's how it started.
my favorite episode.
Yeah, that was good shit, dude. I just listened to it a while ago. Laughter of yan, dude. Well, I mean, if the BDL one was your last episode, I don't know how many
Yeah.
more of
Yeah.
the other ones you guys may have done. But yeah, I really love how you guys are kind of providing an avenue for the athletes to really speak their minds, because like, especially for your sports, basketball and televised sports, like too often people view players kind of like as robots with like no emotions, and there's kind of like lacking that human connection with them, especially for like all of the titos of Manila like cussing you out and
Yeah.
all that shit. So like I feel like it's really important to like highlight the hardships and the personalities of the players, to kind of bring back that human aspect nga. So yeah, I'm super happy that you guys are doing it.
Yeah, to your point, Roque, I mean, like, that's when 30 messaged me and they told me that that was the concept. Like, I super felt what you just said, because when he said that, because as somebody who wrote about them in school and in college, and I was like, I came into work like 2 years ago, and I was like, I get so pressured doing this. How about if you're in front of like 20,000 people and then you score like 2 points on like 1 for 7, and everyone's on Twitter talking so much crap about you, right? And you worked the whole week, the whole month, the whole year
The
for
whole
that,
year, yeah.
diba? So I was just like, like, what do these guys feel? and then what does it feel like to be there, diba? So that's super what resonated with me and why I wanted to join them. Exactly what you just said.
Yeah, you should ask the Clippers that.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Take
We'll
a
definitely get to that.
Taking shots already.
um, but yeah, that's dope, dude. Aton, why did you wanna be on this podcast, naman?
Well, one, I didn't have anything to do anymore, and Mark he just came to me like, oh, Ton, gusto mo bang magsumali sa podcast? I was like, sige, dude, G lang, wala akong ginagawa ngayon. And the other guys already said everything, but the one thing that made me want to join this podcast was that I wanted us to be real. I wanted us to be ourselves, alam mo yun. Kasi like, what you said kanina na parang people view athletes as like robots or walang feelings, alam mo yun. But that's not the case. That's just one part of our lives. So this gives us like an opportunity also to show other people like what we're really like.
Yeah, and I think that's like super important because I mean, like you said, nga, that's like being an athlete is only one part of your life. I mean, like you, Ton, you have the totes thing, and then you know Fortnite gaming, pa.
Fortnite, so may aspect.
But yeah, dude, that's super sick, and I super agree with you that it was a great idea to get Colin in because he really knows his basketball stuff, man. And
Dude, that was the
Dita.
steal.
He's
That
the
was the
MVP.
steal of
Illegal,
free
Dita.
agency.
stealing free
Oh
agency,
yeah.
That was a steal of free agency.
signing Colin to a max.
Oh my god, dude. Ano na yan? Naka ano yan?
Super max contract yan.
Oh,
Okay.
in negotiation na yan.
Nag-resign siya sa trabaho niya, bro.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
till now.
Full time na ba, no cap?
Oh,
Yeah, like I super agree with what all of you guys said, and I guess for my next question, I usually ask this to other podcasters that I have on the show because I'm pretty sure that like you guys may have thought of this before, but who is like the goal athlete to have on the show? As in yung tipong na if you get this person, you guys will be happy enough discontinuing the podcast. And I know you guys got 30 and Anton, so getting high profile athletes won't be that difficult. Pero like, you know, shoot for the stars. Could be whoever you want.
si 30 yung gusto ko.
Ano ba?
Fuck. That's a good question.
Are we talking like internationally or locally?
Kahit ano, bro.
Ideal na lang, dude.
Kahit ano.
Si 30 pareho eh.
Oo nga, no? International na siya. Wow.
Oh, Colin, ikaw na mauna kasi mag-isip.
Well,
Okay.
honestly, for me, when I thought about it, if Kai makes it to the NBA, I want to be able to talk to him when he does make it, like the process is. If he does make it, you know what I mean? I think he's gonna make it, but once he's there, I want to kind of see, because the thing is, if he does make it, or even if he doesn't make it, like the pressure he's going through is unlike anything that any Pinoy has ever felt.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, and he's just a laid back dude. I mean, you guys probably know him a little bit more than me, but I don't super know. I've never talked to him or anything, but whatever he's going through right now is just unlike anything any Pinoy's felt. And the pressure he's gonna feel when he does get it to the NBA is gonna be, you know, super crazy. The amount of publicity he's gonna get. Like I was talking about it to my friend. If he goes to the Charlotte Hornets or the Atlanta Hawks, we're all gonna be
Yeah, it
wearing
doesn't matter.
Charlotte Hornets
Yeah.
jerseys, you know, right? So like, so that's it. That I'd love to talk to him, and then maybe like 3 or 4 years down the line, we'll talk to 30 when he makes it to the NBA also.
Ooh, yeah, for
Yes,
sure.
sir.
That's tough.
Wow,
Ngiti siya eh. Ngiti siya eh.
Oh, kilig.
Kinilig mo kasi ako kanina eh, so
Oh.
I'll throw it back to you.
Fair enough. But yeah, I would love to hear a podcast with Kai because I'm pretty sure he's
Dude.
going through one hell of a fucking journey right now.
Wait
And-
for it. We're working on that. We're
Yeah, for
working
sure.
on that.
And like you said, dude, like no matter what team he goes to, the whole fucking country is joining that bandwagon, dude. Every like, I actually feel like it would be such a good like opportunity for like a small market team to pick up on him, because if he does, dude, that
Dude.
automatic like market sales. Just
Exactly. I was actually talking to someone that, even if he's not, like, no offense, like, I think he's skilled, but even if he's not that good, some team might just draft him for that. For like, some GM might just say, hey, he's gonna make me money for a certain time. Let me just get him. How many jerseys he's gonna sell, right?
yeah,
Sales alone.
yeah, for sure. And yeah, like I said, everybody's gonna fucking hop on that bandwagon. What about you guys? Who are your like parang pinnacle guests that you guys would love to have on the show?
Damn.
Wala pa rin, wala pa rin.
Cricket.
Oh, is this sige ako na nga lang. Is
Sige.
this realistically or just dreaming?
Dude, just shoot for the fucking stars, man. Like anybody.
LeBron.
LeBron.
Dude,
What would be your first question?
That's the fucking stars.
Yeah.
That's the
dude,
fucking.
you want the stars? LeBron.
Yeah.
Gusto ata yun.
Dude, first question for LeBron. Fuck.
What's your why?
How many more years do you think? What's your why?
What's your-
Tangina
No, I'd probably-
gaya eh.
I'd probably, I don't know. I'd probably ask like, what's your secret to like, what's your breakdown for you spending 1 point something million on your body?
Yeah.
Like, I want to know. Like,
I would love to know actually. I mean, it's
like,
crazy.
how are you 35 and dominating still?
Because he spends
It's
one
crazy.
point, yeah, no.
Exactly.
he'll just fucking throw back the question at you because I spent
Tama
1.1.
naman.
Oo nga naman.
Ask a better question.
Fuck. But yeah,
Yeah.
LBJ would be a fucking crazy
That's a
guest.
star.
That's the stars talaga. That's
Those
like,
are the stars.
That's the
right there.
start.
that's like another
That's the
galaxy na,
star.
bro.
For real.
What about you boys?
Itong dalawa, same level
Silent
sa
yan.
mga
Oo
iba
nga
eh.
Silent killers eh.
Compliment Mark's choice. I think I'd want to interview Maverick Carter.
Ooh,
LeBron's
business partner.
brain. I think LeBron gets a lot of advice from Maverick, and they help each other out a lot. And I know that everything that's been going on with LeBron, like Maverick has some touch to it. So I just want to know everything that, how he thinks, how he, what he wants for LeBron, like as an end goal. Tapos, yeah, the certain things like you just kind of want to know how people like him think. Those who work really sa background, they don't really show their face much because it's really LeBron. But if you know LeBron, you have to know Maverick Carter.
I actually don't know Maverick Carter. So like what exactly does he do for LeBron? Yeah, I'm not the biggest LeBron dude. So
He's the one that got LeBron. Tapos ever since LeBron started, they became partners. So si Maverick Carter yung mga nag-iisip ng lahat ng branding ni LeBron, like the more than an athlete, the uninterrupted. Like he was basically the one, like he's like the brain behind all of his projects basically. I'm not
Yeah,
sure all, but yeah, that's who Maverick
Dude.
Carter is.
damn.
dude, he was the brain. He was the guy who told LeBron to make the decision, like that thing, like
Oh
that
really?
whole
To go to
that whole
Miami.
setup. Dude, there's a whole documentary about how it was Maverick Carter's idea to make LeBron like go on live TV and announce it. Like it was
Nah.
crazy.
And there's actually another report that came out that they got the idea from a random fan who sent it to Bill Simmons' podcast. And then
Yep.
Bill Simmons talked about it on his podcast, and then that's where they got the idea. So they made a whole segment about it.
Oh,
Dude,
damn.
it was crazy.
I'm pretty sure Bill Simmons is like, pa-credits naman dyan.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's who I want to interview, like in goal.
Man,
But
Damn.
yeah, yung pala yung
Solid.
That would be a super sick interview. I'd love to hear that because parang like I said, I actually didn't even know who he was, and I already consider myself like not I wouldn't say diehard NBA fan, but like
Well,
pretty
you're a Knicks
updated.
fan, so you're not
Yeah.
really,
That's true. I mean,
that
You're
big
there
on
we
the
go.
NBA side.
So the shade starts now, guys. The shade starts now.
Damn.
But yeah, I'm on the wrong side of the NBA in general.
We're Knicks fans, NBA fans.
We're kind of like a cult out here. We think everyone that we draft is gonna be the next star, and only for them to like average like 6-2.
Kevin Knox might be the worst player in the league right now, dude.
Dude,
So
for real, man, fucking for real.
I don't
It's
even know who
it's painful. It's painful to
Knox.
watch him. Fuck. Enough Knicks talk. That's just gonna be BV, bro. What about you, Anton? Who would be your goal athlete? Goal athlete or goal guest to have on the pod? Si Ninja ba?
For me, for me, siguro, well, I never really thought about it until now, but siguro si Luka Doncic. Kasi he was a professional when he was, what, 14? 15 years old? And then he won the MVP when he was 19. So parang that's just crazy if you think about it. Can you imagine like one of the juniors players in this country playing in the PBA? Parang ganun eh. So I'd probably ask him like, what was it like? Like, what was your mindset? You're playing against a bunch of grown men and you're just a teenager. And now he's in the NBA and
He's fucking
he
killing
was
it.
killing. They're out now.
Yeah.
First
He was
team,
killing
NBA, all NBA, first team.
First team
Is,
ba siya?
is he first?
Yes,
team,
sir.
dude.
God
Dude,
damn.
first
Wild.
team.
in the second
Dude, 21? That's crazy.
Second year.
Dude,
Ang mga si thirds, dude.
yeah, that would be fucking crazy because like with his style of play pa, he can honestly like play for another like that for like another 15 years. He kind of plays like a dad, pero like super
Yeah.
fucking efficient. Super fucking efficient. And so
Walang
And
sayang
his jump
nagalaw.
shot's not even like 100% there yet, so he's gonna get better.
it's just so crazy to think of that, man. But yeah, that would be a fucking dope guest nga. And yeah, so we'll dive into more hot topics such as the 2020 NBA
Today's
playoffs
episode is brought
right
to
after
you
the
by
break.
Connector Coffee Co. Let me just say that I really miss going to a coffee shop and getting work done. Nothing like enjoying a premium cup of coffee in a shop with good tunes. Sadly, ever since the pandemic hit, none of us are able to enjoy those luxuries anymore. But luckily for you, I can help you satisfy at least one half of that problem. Connector Coffee is a local shop that aims to give everyone the best coffee experience at the comfort of their own homes. They curate a menu of sustainably sourced, high-quality roasted, single-origin specialty coffees. They always aim to have a wide variety of flavor profiles and origins to choose from, while also maintaining at least one local origin in their menu. They carry coffee that they believe would give a great experience from a regular coffee drinker to the coffee connoisseurs. They also carry some brewing equipment from drippers to grinders, filters, coffee cups, and servers because they want everyone to have the best coffee experience and much better made in the comforts of their own homes. Order now by searching at Connector Coffee on Instagram, Connector Coffee on Facebook, or text 0998 864 3024 for Connector Coffee. In Connector, they'll always bring the good stuff. Order today.
And we're back. Now, I couldn't have you basketball lovers on the show without talking about the current NBA playoffs. So, it has definitely been a fucking ride in the bubble with so many intense games and upsets. So, I want to start off by asking, which teams or players for you have been the biggest disappointment and surprise in the bubble? So I guess we could start off with disappointments, or as I like to say, face trouble in the bubble.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start.
Alright, let's hear it.
The Knicks are. Oh wait, they're not in the bubble. They're not in the bubble. They didn't make it.
Uh,
Ah,
wow.
right.
Who?
Right.
Ah,
They're, I
Damn.
forgot that they're trash. I
Hey.
kind of forgot they're trash.
Hey, who went 1-10 in the bubble though? Who went
At
1
least
and 10 in
we
the
were in the
bubble?
bubble, man, without our without our three best players. The Wizards were like, give us money and then we'll just not play our best players. That's
Oh my
it.
god. This man started off with shots fired.
I know.
Dude, every
Fucking
time it's
hot
the
take.
Knicks. Every time I see a Knicks fan, I'm like, why are you a Knicks fan? But then at the same time, people go to me and like, why are you a Wizards fan?
So what do you have to
Those-
say about that? Why are you a
Uh,
Wizards fan?
Well, I don't know, dude. Honestly, that's just how it was as a kid. Like my cousin liked the Wizards, I liked them, and then when you're a kid, you just think. To be honest, the real story there was that my cousin asked his dad, "Who's the best player in the NBA?" And his dad said Michael Jordan, and then he was on the Wizards. So that's why my cousin liked the Wizards, and then
oh.
and then I inherited it. But anyway, real talk. For me, you can't not say Miami
Yes,
is
sir.
is a surprise. But if you're gonna sorry,
It's not a surprise.
disappointment first. Obviously, the Clippers. We just saw it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll
Pandemic
say
Oh, the
it's
whole
the Clippers, and then
Pandemic
someone else can
P.
talk about the Bucks also. Um, but yeah,
Bucks.
it's both because I mean you just talked about it a while ago where my last video I thought either the Bucks or the Clippers would win, and neither of them did. So
Yeah, they didn't even show up, man. And yeah, since you mentioned the Clippers, like I was actually gonna state the Clippers as well, but we could talk about them for a while. So, I mean, dude, such a stacked team with like you said in your video, basically no holes in the lineup. Made
Overhyped.
like led by the fun guy, the Finals MVP himself, the fun guy.
Overhyped.
And I mean, dude, they had two six man of the year awardees, and I don't know, like you put that second five in the East, I think they would have been an eighth seed, but they fucking choked, bro. They choked. Kawhi
it
shot
would have
like
been
an
like the fifth seed in the East.
dude.
It would
Yeah,
have been. Yeah,
it's crazy.
The
I mean,
Clippers were trash, dude. It's sad.
it's so sad. Like everybody knows how
It's sad
playoff
because I
P.
hate Lakers fans.
Dude, same,
Honestly,
same.
like Mark, he's there. I could see him, but you guys are
Okay.
get handed shit on a silver platter. The Lakers, but
Okay.
whatever.
Hot take. Which fans are more toxic, Lakers or Knicks fans?
Knicks. Ooh.
I
the
think
Lakers.
Lakers fans are
It's the
pretty
Lakers.
fucking
It's
toxic,
the
dude.
Lakers
I,
fans.
I think
The
Lakers fans are
Lakers
fucking
were so happy
toxic.
when the Clippers lost.
I think losers. I think
Twitter.
losers that aren't in the bubble are toxic.
Dude, Lakers fans are the only. Well, okay, well, both franchises Photoshop jerseys on every superstar. The difference is that the Lakers get them. But then at least the Lakers But then the thing is, Lakers they don't deserve them. That's the problem.
Okay.
I'm just happy to be at the barbecue.
Oh, okay.
But
Lakers though.
dude, I don't know, because I feel like every Pinoy na lang is either a Lakers fan or a Golden State Warriors fan, and like understandable pa na Golden State kasi for sure may pinsan na taga SF dyan na
Matic. Matic.
Matic, diba? Na may
Dude.
balikbayan box na Steph Curry jersey. Pero yung
You're a
Warriors
Warriors
wanted
fan.
yun, dude.
Warriors
Dude,
fan ako,
that's-
Warriors fan ako.
Since
That's
when?
such an Asian
Pero that was
city.
before pa sila nag-champion. So, I don't consider myself as a bandwagon.
That's what they all say.
I'll say.
That is what they all say.
Before they were the champions. So parang Western Conference Finals nung year na yun.
No. Yung kalaban nila, I think that was 2013. Kalaban nila
Denver.
Oh, sino na sa team na yun?
Denver?
No, that was
Golden
the
State.
Steph team na,
Curry
dude.
na yun.
Steph team,
Yeah.
Steph team.
That
Steph
was
team
the-
pa yun.
The Nuggets had Iguodala for 1 year, and then they beat Iguodala, and then he moved to the Warriors the year after.
Yes, sir.
Fuck. But yeah, I mean, going back to the disappointments, like, dude, I mean, although the Nuggets are like a pretty legit team, like they were not like a team to be taken lightly. I mean, being up 3-1 with like Kawhi and like that entire lineup, they should have sealed the bag, dude. And they fucking
Dude, that lineup is
Joke.
overhyped. Stop.
It's really because like Paul
Sobrang
George,
choke yun.
Paul George turns into like a regular player lang talaga in the playoffs. Like
yeah,
Jesus Christ, you see his brick in the fourth quarter.
hit the
I saw
side
that.
of the backboard.
That was
Why
clutch.
can call him playoff P?
That was clutch.
Pandemic P.
Pandemic P na siya
Pandemic
ngayon.
P.
Pandemic
dude.
P.
I saw like pneumonia P. Like
Putang ina. That's like a new low.
God damn. Dude,
But
the
yeah.
Clips, yeah, that was pretty disappointing. But then I don't find Miami a surprise kasi Jimmy B fan din ako. So, ewan ko, for me, it was a surprise until Giannis got hurt for me. Once Giannis got hurt, sabi ko, wala, it's a wrap.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Miami,
dude,
not
they're
really a surprise.
9-1. Like they've
Dude,
lost
if you look at
once.
dude, if you think the Clippers lineup is deep, look at the Miami depth.
In fairness, yeah,
Dude,
it's crazy. You have
Miami Deep.
guys like
The
Goran
Miami dip.
Dragic. But yeah, did you know Goran Dragic is averaging 22 and 5
yeah.
assists,
Crazy.
Dude, for real.
and he's
Yeah.
like
Playoffs.
effective field goal of 55%. My God, the dragon
Dude.
is here.
He's crazy,
Trust.
crazy right now. He's playing like an all-star talaga.
Doesn't he come off the bench?
No,
No, he's a
that's what's
starter.
crazy because the Heat were like, okay, let's just put him in the starting lineup all of a sudden in the playoffs. Kasi nagka-COVID si Kendrick Nunn.
Oh,
Kaya
yun
siya
pala.
Rona.
Oh,
Dude, their final lineup for defense, like if you think the Clippers defense, like that was so hyped, diba? Kasi you have Kawhi and Paul George, dude.
defense was
You
so bad
fucking,
in the playoffs.
So
dude,
bad.
you have Iggy, you have Jay Crowder, you have Jimmy B, and then you have Bam. I mean, you don't really get a lot of offense out of that, but then, dude, those four people can lock up like
Yeah.
literally 1 to 5.
And
Well,
it's the system also that's fucking
Exactly.
crazy, dude. They have
Coach
elite
Poe.
defense. Wait, Pinoy Pride yun. Pinoy Pride.
Coach Poe.
Si Eric.
Lahat
Eric.
si Eric. Lahat na lang Pinoy Pride eh. Kahit ano. 1-8 Pinoy. Uy, Pinoy Pride yun.
Eric. But yeah, dude. Miami, not a surprise for me. Clips, actually, surprised, but I'm happy.
For sure. What about disappointment for you naman, Mark, since you're already on that?
Disappointment.
The Knicks.
I get it, bro. I get it. We're talking about the playoffs out here, man. Like,
Yeah, they're never in that convo. What do you stop bringing that here?
yeah, I know.
Um,
We want to talk
for me,
about rebuild,
disappoint-
though. The Knicks aren't in that convo either.
They're not in that convo. For me, disappointment. I'm not disappointed any team. I'm just disappointed that the Suns weren't able to get in. I wanted to see what, I wanted to see what that the momentum they could have ridden up. I wanted to see what they could have done, from going undefeated in the fucking, what was it? The quote unquote new regular
Seeding
season.
Yeah.
games, yeah.
Yeah.
The seeding games. I wanted to see what they could have done. Dude, Book, man. It's my
Yeah.
man.
You
He
wanna
probably
see
would have
get
dropped
swept
like
by the
yeah,
Lakers?
they probably would have gotten
Dude.
swept by the Lakers anyway. But
I
Booker
mean-
would have put up like 30 points a game. That's for sure.
Dude, I just wanted to see what Book would have done, bro.
Easy, yes, sir.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
would've
naman
been
sa
solid.
70-30. Yes, sir, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I like
sir.
strawberries.
Hindi,
I like strawberries.
But yeah,
Dude.
it's
Yeah,
crazy.
but That would have been solid.
Yeah.
Tsaka habang wala pa, single pa si Kendall Jenner nun na nasa bubble. Kaso
Wala na.
wala eh.
Masyadong trip ni Booker ng strawberries. He had to get out
Oo
now.
nga eh. O third, ikaw naman. Sino biggest disappointment
Oo
or
nga,
biggest
third.
surprise?
The Lakers are the best team the NBA. Just kidding. For me, I guess it's really the Clippers. It's very disappointing to see Paul George fuck up like that and Kawhi coming from a championship run. But yeah, it is what it is. But also with the what do you call it? You're laughing so hard right now. I'm looking at you on my screen. All right, disclaimer. I'm not an NBA fan. Well, I am. I'm a Lakers fan.
It's out. It's out.
But,
The truth is out.
DC 25
I watched
hoops
the
ka dyan.
Euro League more than the NBA, pero for sure I get to watch highlights of the games. Pero yun, I guess I really just wanted to see Devin Booker also. Just like what Mark said with the momentum that he had. He had a crazy run inside the bubble and I just wanted to see more. Pero yun nga, nakapasok yung Portland. So I think that was a disappointment for me.
Yeah, would have been fun, yeah.
Speaking of, wait lang.
let's hear it.
Being a Golden State and Klay Thompson fan, ang sarap na feeling na marami nakakita ng natatalo from 3-1.
Yeah.
Because, dude, it was just so sad when they lost to Cleveland. Up 3-1. And then now the
Now they're
Clippers.
not the only ones.
Exactly. So,
You guys
I
won
just
3
wanted to-
championships. You guys won 3
Shut up,
championships in between
shut
that.
up.
So like,
Yeah.
and the funny thing is, the Cavs championship matters more than all 3 championships of the Warriors.
It's so true.
That's true though.
It's so true.
Well, everything's with an asterisk because of KD, kasi fucking snake. Fuck
That
KD.
is-
Fuck KD.
No,
I'm
no
pretty sure
comment.
y'all would know why.
The Knicks fans, the one saying fuck KD. So
Of course, of course, of
In
course.
Brooklyn kasi.
Bitter.
Dude, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, I'm better.
Did
There's
you
no
see what he
denying
said
that.
about the Knicks? Did you see what he said about the Knicks?
I don't give a shit about Kevin Durant anymore. He can go fucking to Brooklyn and with Biggie Smalls' fucking grave. I don't give a fuck about him, bro. Sobrang bitter.
Oh
But
my
yeah,
God,
I see everything. I see everything.
yeah,
It's
the Knicks are gonna get Melo next year. So
No, we
know.
won't. No, we-
Melo,
Wait,
Melo
Carmelo
or
Anthony,
LaMelo?
yeah. Carmelo Anthony.
Melo or
yeah,
LaMelo?
Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony.
Not
Carmelo Anthony's
not
gonna
the
go
good
back to New
Melo.
York.
Not the good
Not the
Melo.
good Melo.
Hey, but Melo was actually not bad, like offensively in the bubble. In fairness to him,
Yeah, Melo's not bad if you want to get the 8th seed and get eliminated in 5 games by the Lakers in the first round. That's Melo's not bad for that.
that's fair. That's completely fair. I do
Dude,
not
this
like
guy straight
Big
up
Melo.
hates the Knicks.
I know. What the fuck did the Knicks do to you, bro?
I'm a Laker fan, but I'm not a hater fan. Like, I don't...
No, I just like trolling, dude. I'm a Wizards fan, so I'm
Yeah.
used to it already.
Yeah. I wish I could
It's
say the
fucking
same. I really do wish I could say the same. Sige, Ton. Biggest disappointment in the bubble.
Well, everyone says it's the Clippers, but I mean it's true. But for me, the Bucks. I know Giannis wasn't 100%, but I really saw them like going all the way, at least the finals, and they only made it the second round. And parang I was watching the first round matchup also with Orlando. Parang nahirapan din sila eh, so disappointment.
Yeah. Dude, their players did not show up. I mean, they were like, I think they had the best defensive like rating in the league
Yeah.
for the entire season, and they were like
Yeah,
first in most
they
of the
were
stuff.
Best defensive rating by a lot.
Yeah, and they just did not show up. I think Chris Middleton shot like 5 for 25 in one game. Tangina yan, dude. Like, seriously. And yeah, they just could not stop the Heat.
But yeah, I think that's a clear disappointment. For my pick, I'm actually not gonna pick a team. I'm gonna pick a player, so I'm gonna call out this player. But my disappointment was Pascal Siakam.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So Spicy
Ooh.
P.
All
I
don't know.
NBA second team.
Dude,
Yeah.
did you
I
guys
agree.
see what the reporter told him right after the game?
No, why? What do you say?
Dude, the fucking reporter was like,
Samahanan.
"How does it feel to be responsible for the loss?"
Yeah, I saw that.
Damn. No
Grabe.
cap, baby. No cap.
Dude, no cap, like,
Savage.
straight at his head.
We should get that reporter.
Yeah.
She was like, dude, she went after it. She's like, has to be responsible.
What do you say?
He just said like it was
So-
a team effort.
No, because apparently, like right before it, Pascal said he felt like he was responsible for the loss. That's why she ended up saying that. But it's
Oh.
funny.
Okay.
It's funny if you just see that one.
Yeah.
Dude, that's all I saw on social media. I was like, damn, bro.
I mean, you know how social media can fucking twist words around.
True.
But yeah, I
dude,
mean, my case for this is like, you know, after last year's finals, everybody thought
facts.
that he was gonna take a huge leap forward, which he did, naman, in the regular season. In fairness to him,
Facts.
but like,
Yeah.
I don't know, he averaged like 17 and 7 on shooting under 40% the entire playoffs with 16 attempts per game. And I mean, I know he's young and not the only one to blame for the series nga with the Celtics, but like, I don't know, I'm just disappointed. I was really expecting more because I really like Spicy P, but that was a bit disappointing.
Wasn't he an all-star this year?
Dude, he was all NBA second team. Like,
Yep.
look at the guys on all NBA second team. Like, you're gonna look at that and be like, if they played like Siakam, you'd kill them.
Yeah, you'd get torched.
That's why Bradley Beal is mad.
Why did Bradley Beal make a All NBA team?
No, he was the
No,
biggest
bro, he was
snub in
snubbed.
NBA
30 points per
history.
game.
The
You know,
first
he's
one,
the best,
averaging
the
30
best
and 6.
shooting guard in the
30 and
NBA.
6.
Okay,
Hot
okay, wait.
take. Hot take. Let's
Hot take, hot take.
let's
Wait.
slow things down real quick.
Take a break muna.
Let's take a breather.
Everybody knows it's Frank Ntilikina. Fuck. But alright, so I
Back
guess
to you, Boom.
Back to you. But yeah, I guess moving on to surprises. Who are some surprises for you guys? Team or player? Real quick.
Tyler.
The blue arrow, baby.
Tyler Hero, bro.
Ooh.
Tyler.
Dude, that guy
Hero.
has balls.
Dude, he has fucking
Dude.
balls, bro.
He looks
Dude,
so
that guy has
dude, like,
balls.
sobrang veteran.
Dude.
Yeah,
That guy has,
he's putting up like 14 points a game, shooting over 40% from 3. God damn, bro.
dude. Tyler Hero.
Him in the freaking clutch minutes too.
Dude, for real. Like,
I knew he was
he's
good,
taking
but-
big shots.
I didn't know he was that good.
Yeah.
It's too early.
Yeah, for sure.
Pero wala, si Anton Narciso pa rin, dude.
Ay, yan. Wala.
Pares nga kayong laro eh.
Oo
Ikaw
nga
talaga
eh.
nakikita ko dun pag napapanood ko siya.
Lul.
Parang si Anton to.
Parang
Dude.
guwapo, shooter pa.
Dude, winner on and off the court. Chick's girlfriend nun.
Talaga.
Yeah,
Nakita mo
search
si
her up.
Baby
Katya Henry.
Damn. What a winner.
Dude, well, Jamal Murray then, like what Anton said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biggest, dude, he's only 23.
Dude, that
To do
50
it to-
point stint in like against
Dude,
the Jazz.
Dude, the Utah games, dude. I don't know if there was just no defense or, dude, if you see the shots he's taking fadeaway threes in front of Kawhi. Dude,
Why, man?
that's bad.
Yeah.
Like, that's a bad man right there.
I feel like he could be like the next Dame type of player.
Yeah.
Like, super
Can.
offensive monster.
Yeah. And what's crazy is everyone was saying like he's so inconsistent. And he was like for the first 4 games against the Jazz, and then suddenly
Yeah.
50-50. 50
Yeah.
piece
50,
nuggets.
40, 50, 50.
50-piece
50
nuggets,
piece nuggets.
baby.
God damn, bro. And then 40 in a game 7. What the hell?
Yeah. Could we just
Bro.
talk about how good the Nuggets are when they're down 3-1? I mean, Lakers fans, you should be worried if the fucking series is 3-1. Like,
That's right. It's gonna be a sweep.
dapat sweep. If they win one game, tapos 3-1.
Dude,
Dude,
I don't
yeah,
give
they-
a shit about sweep as long as they win. We're chilling. Dude, it's all that matters. What, are you gonna tell me, oh, you guys didn't sweep him? We fucking won, doesn't matter.
Dude, come on! It's the Nuggets Heat NBA Finals. That's the best
Dude,
finals.
yeah.
imagine
That's what the
imagine
fans
the
want.
ratings. Imagine the ratings, dude, of
Ratings
that shit.
on a Nuggets Heat Finals, dude.
Adam will not allow that.
Yeah, he'll fucking rig it somehow.
Yeah, dude.
You
Like,
don't want to
I'll
see
admit,
Jokic. Third year Ravenna is gonna want to see the best European basketball player in the NBA
Oh hell
make the
yeah!
finals. Third is gonna watch
Whoa,
the
best
finals.
European player.
No,
That's
wait,
major
wait.
hot take.
I sorry, I mean the
Luka
best
out there.
European big man.
Hold
I'll
up,
say
bro.
that.
Hold
There
up.
you
I was gonna
Fair
say.
enough. Fair
I was
I was
enough.
about to say, yo,
I
that
was
guy
Yeah.
got dropped in the first round. Wait,
Whoa, whoa.
But I mean,
Oh,
come on,
will
those
you be
numbers
saying
though.
okay? If Jokic wins the NBA title, is he the best European player in the NBA?
Oh hell
Hell
yeah!
no.
No,
Hell
no,
no.
he is. I'd
He
say
Hell
he is.
no.
He is.
Over
If he
Luka
wins,
Doncic?
if he beats
Dude.
LeBron, he's gonna beat
Yes.
LeBron. That involves him beating LeBron, dude.
Yeah,
So he's gotta be
Basketball is a
the.
He
team
has the
sport.
point.
My God, he
He
has
has the
Jamal.
point.
yeah.
Yes,
And
Jamal, bro.
okay, honestly, in their
Luka
defense,
has Luka.
yeah, Luka has Luka, and KP,
Focus,
Mr. Brittle Man, was not there to support him.
Cuban. Wow, dude. This really is diehard.
Dude, you can fucking tell, man. Fuck Kristaps.
The
But
bitterness.
the bitterness is real. But anyways, what I was gonna say is, in fairness nga to what they said, the Denver team, their second five is also like a starting caliber five in the East. Like you put them in the East, they'll replace the Magic easily with like Beasley, Torrey Craig. I mean, I think you rotate like MPJ.
Beasley's on the Wolves, dude.
I know. See, what's his name? Morris
Morris,
pala.
yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty like good five.
No,
So,
yeah, I agree.
yeah,
Dude, they're getting good contribution from Paul Millsap. Huh?
yeah.
That's
Spark
another
plug.
reason why they're doing well.
Veteran spark plug.
Senior citizen Paul Millsap.
Yeah. But hey, I mean that Morris asshole who fucking talked shit to him didn't do shit, and then Paul Millsap had what? I think he had 17 in the third quarter in game, was it 5 or 6?
Hey, Morris is a former Nick.
Yeah, Nick Stapian,
Watch
bro.
out.
Represent, man. What the
Dude,
fuck?
that guy is
Watch what
trash.
you're saying, bro.
He is trash. Oh my god.
All
Trash.
good. We got a first round pick naman for him. Okay na.
Let's see how you guys use that shit.
We'll
I don't think
probably.
Knicks are good with that.
I wanna see how you use
I don't think the Knicks are good. Period, dude.
They've been rebuilding for the past 20 years.
Yo, we should just like change the name na lang of this podcast to "The Knicks Are Shit," featuring because that
You know,
seems
that
what
could be
the
the-
conversation is like revolved around.
Hey, you brought it to yourself.
Yo, I didn't see shit, man. I just said that I was a Knicks fan and it's tough. You guys did all the shooting, man.
It was tough being a Lakers fan like a few years ago, trust me.
Jesus, you
5
guys
years
have
long.
like
5
27
years long.
championships. What are you talking
5
about?
years long. 5 years long. 5 years long. It does not be a
I
Lakers fan
hate
for
when
5
the
years long.
Lakers are like, "Oh, it was tough to be a Lakers fan."
Yeah, I'm like-
after winning the second most championships in NBA history, like, oh
It was
fuck.
very tough.
You think you know darkness? I grew up in the darkness.
For real.
Okay, anyway, back to the topic. Who else hasn't said their biggest surprises?
Si 30.
Wala.
30?
Biggest surprise.
Okay, I guess I could go for my last one na lang.
Sige.
My surprise is MPJ, and this is gonna go back to the Knicks because it super pains me knowing that that they drafted Kevin Knox before this stud, and like I mean he's far from what you would call a star, but he's still putting up like 11 and 7, shooting 38 from 3, and god damn, would have been nice to see him in the Big Apple. That's all I can say. God damn, fucking get rid of Dolan, please. Please.
But honestly, bro, MPJ is an idiot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
as
medyo
a
mayabang dun.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
You see what he said?
Dude.
After
In
game 4, he
rotation.
called out
Yeah.
his teammates.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's start with this. He released Adam Silver's personal number before the start of the season.
Oh,
On
I
his
didn't know
Snapchat.
that. I didn't know
Let's
that.
start with like this is why like this guy's an idiot. So he did that first, and then when they went into the bubble, he released on his I think it was his IG live or Snapchat something that he said the coronavirus was a hoax,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
and then he calls out his teammates and his coaching staff for not giving him the ball.
That's why he's a
So this-
surprise, bro.
Next thing you know, DBS na yun, dude.
Defense. Dude,
But
that guy, I mean,
he's
like,
still gonna be a superstar in the league. So
yeah, but he's an idiot. Like, just tell him to shut up. Stop talking. Dude, when he said the coronavirus was a hoax, and then he was getting tested, but I was just like, all right, bro.
Hmm. But yeah, I mean, he's still putting up crazy numbers, and I'm honestly surprised because I didn't think he was gonna be that good. But I guess moving on
Kevin
to my
Knox.
last dude.
Sorry, but Kevin Knox over him, yeah, it's sad to be a Knicks fan.
no,
Say the
actually
least.
it's okay because if the Knicks drafted MPJ, he'd be Kevin Knox.
Yeah, fair enough. Like I have no retort to that because that's like very likely.
It's a debate.
and
it's
if
a debate.
Denver drafted Kevin Knox, he'd probably be
He'd
MPJ.
be MPJ.
Yeah. I mean,
Could be.
it is what it is.
It is
what
it
it
This
is.
is what it is.
The favorite meme of No Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So for my last question for this topic, I guess quick question lang. Bold prediction. Who do you guys like? What's your bold prediction for the rest of the playoffs?
That's not bold thirds. That's like the least bold prediction. That's like italicized prediction.
But underlined. But yes, the Lakers gonna win.
In how many games and against who?
Man, I don't
Doesn't
give a
matter.
shit.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
A chip is a chip.
Fair
Not
enough.
bold,
I
man.
mean-
Bring up some bold.
What do you want,
Colin,
bold?
what do you have?
Alex Caruso Finals MVP. Do you want that kind of bold? You want that bold?
Rondo.
Rondo. Playoff
Dude,
Rondo.
playoff Rondo.
With shooting
That's
the
you
glass.
guys.
Dude, what do you want? What bold prediction other than LA is gonna win? There's no bold prediction. Like, it's obvious.
Maybe
Obvious.
Denver comes back from another 3-1
Another
deficit.
three.
That would
They
be crazy
purposely
though.
Go down
That would be
3-1.
crazy.
Here,
That's
how
gonna
about
be the new
they come
strategy.
back 3-0? That would be bold. Because if you go 3-0, like honestly feel like they
that's
can sweep.
crazy. That's
Dude, how
crazy.
about here? If you want bold, a 3-0 comeback. That would be crazy.
By the Lakers or by the
By
Nuggets?
the Lakers.
By the Lakers. Surprise. Jokes on you.
Got him.
Got him. Wait, no, a 3-0 comeback by the Nuggets. Like, if they do that, dude, after what they've done, like, dude, just give them the fucking
Yeah.
championship already.
Give them the Larry O'Brien already.
For real.
But yeah, I mean, as much as I'd love to see that, I think I'm gonna have to go with the Lakers per N. Like, I don't know, Bron and AD are just a crazy 1-2 punch, and I don't know how any team will be able to stop it. Because like, even if Jokic and Grant lock up AD, there's no perimeter defenders to lock up LeBron. And then if the C's make the finals, I don't know how they're gonna stop MPJ.
Stop on MPJ. MPJ on Braun, bro.
Dude, I mean, you gotta give him the ball more, dude. That's what he said. You gotta give him the ball more.
We ain't talking about defense.
Defense? You gonna talk to me about defense?
Fuck, no.
Um,
But yeah, I don't know about any bold predictions other than that.
yeah.
Like,
Celtics winning the championship.
that's not even
Yeah.
bold either. I mean,
I'd
that's
say
just
any
bold.
team other than
pretty
the
bold.
Lakers right now is pretty bold.
Yeah,
that's
I think so.
that's just a dumb comment.
Shut the fuck up.
Dude,
Anything that's not LA. It's a dumb comment.
tangina. Tangina ng Celtics yan. Isa pang toxic fan base na yun, dude. Porket dad mo Celtics fan, naging Celtics fan ka na rin.
That's so
Ulit,
true,
eh.
though. Shout out Ramon.
Siya naman.
Dude, Celtics. I think I have Miami coming out of the East.
Yeah, I'd love to see Miami in the East.
I have Miami
See
coming out of the East.
Jimmy G. Prove all the
Jimmy
haters
G.
wrong.
Jimmy G.
Homeless,
Jimmy G
homeless,
buckets.
homeless Jimmy buckets.
Dude,
Dude,
yeah.
that guy needs a fucking haircut
Dude, yeah.
and a
And
shave.
shave. Like, he doesn't even have a nice beard. Like, it's putol ba? Like, it's in patches. Like,
He's
Come on,
charging people $20 a fucking coffee and he can't fucking afford a shave. See, man, 1,000 for a cup of coffee.
The
Inang yan.
same price, small, medium, large.
Oo. Napaka-kupal ng food.
Nakita niyo yan? He has a
Tapos may
whiteboard.
merch.
He has a whiteboard outside his room that just says his coffee shop, and then $20, small, medium,
Small,
large, and
medium,
it's
large.
just outside his room.
Tapos meron
Like
pa siyang
guys,
merch,
money.
diba?
May
Meron pa
Yeah,
siya
dude, his t-shirts.
sando. May sando pa siya, bro.
Lab.
Tapos may face mask.
Dude. Pero, I mean,
Wala.
tama naman siya. He's like, dude, we're all millionaires here. Like, you can afford it.
Yeah.
Pero
Real
sobrang kupal talaga.
What an interesting guy talaga.
Dude,
Fucking
super.
medyo weirdo
my man.
vibes, pero he's
It's my
fucking good,
man.
man.
It's my man.
And
I
if
got
they...
a bold one for you, bro.
Alright, let's hear
A
it.
bold one for you. It's not the championship though. I think the Lakers are still gonna win.
Mhm.
I hope not, but the Lakers are still gonna win. But Bam Adebayo is gonna outplay AD in the finals. Like ultimately,
Ooh,
like
I like
Lakers are still
that.
gonna win, but like yeah, that's gonna be that's gonna be
Bam's
like
breakout.
oh shucks, yeah, like he's or at least they're gonna be like the same level type, you know what
I
I mean?
like
Especially
that,
with
I
the
like that.
momentum that he has.
Dude,
Grabe na yung nilalaro niya ngayon.
grabe
Dude,
talaga.
I
Yung
like
block
that.
na yun,
I like that.
that was insane, dude.
What a block though.
What a
His hand
block.
is like
Ah,
this.
ganun sa rim.
Dude, I like that. I like that prediction. I mean, as much as I love LA, like, bam, bro. I ride with the Heat too.
Yeah, and
You ride with like half the league.
Yeah,
It seems
bro,
like
stop.
in this podcast.
except
If
the
they're not
Knicks.
the Clippers, you ride with
The
them.
Knicks. And the Knicks, you know.
Dick riding motherfucker.
But yeah, so those are our
Hey.
picks. If you guys have any thoughts or violent reactions, feel free to comment down below or message any of us about our takes. So
Stay out of my DMs.
stay out of his DMs though. Taken ba?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that is not very convincing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But alright, so for the last segment of the show, it's
Why?
medyo deep, medyo senti vibes.
What do you
and it's
mean
called
why? 'Cause
What
you
is
can't.
your why? So, why do you do the things you do every day? What keeps you motivated? What is your reason to be? Any of you boys can
God damn.
like,
Si Mark mauna dyan, mga 10 beses na
Mm.
sinagot
nga
yun sa
eh.
job
Sanay
interview.
na yan.
sanay na siya eh.
What is my why? Yeah, dude, they've asked that like a couple of times here in the States for job interviews. They always ask like in the context na like you know, what can you offer the company, and then like what is your why? Like what's more to you? So for me, again, I mean it's a stereotypical answer, but then it's for more of like my dad and my mom. Kasi parang obviously like you know all other parents, they've given you so much, so you just want to give back. And my goal talaga is to get them a house, like to be able to buy them a house.
That's sick, dude. The American dream talaga.
For real.
Dude, how many job offers you get with that answer, bro?
Oh, you gotta add the American dream at the end of your next interviews.
The American dream.
I love it though. That's like great fuel to get you up every day and get your shit done. So I appreciate you for sharing that. What about you boys?
Ako na.
Sige.
Ako, it's because I love what I do and I realize na I'm so blessed and privileged to be doing something that I love. Like for it to be my job. I mean, like I understand like so many people would want to be in my place, and I just don't want to take it for granted. And I want to make my family proud also. And yun, parang for me, kasi I've been underestimated in my entire life because my size, how I look, like my athleticism, mga ganun. So those are the things that I always keep in mind, and I use it to inspire and motivate myself.
Dude, yeah, for sure. And all I can say is you've definitely proved all the doubters wrong with everything that you've done up to this point. And I just hope that you continue to prove everybody wrong, or
Appreciate
more than prove the haters wrong, prove the believers right, man. All right.
Love that.
Fun fact: Tone is the only one on the podcast that has haters for some reason.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude, for some
I don't
reason,
know
he's the
why.
only one that gets hate
I
comments.
don't know
As in
why.
on the
I
podcast,
think
like
it's
they
just
hate
coming
him.
from
Yeah.
one person.
Yeah, just like this one
Yeah.
person. Like he's
It's
the
just
only
one
one that
person.
like for some reason he hates Ton with all his guts.
Yeah.
Ano daw?
Like, bakit daw
Like,
ako? Can you
yeah,
get
like can
someone
you get
else
someone better
daw?
daw? Tas mayabang daw si Ton, well, which is a given. But then like stating facts. But then
Wow.
like, dude, this guy, this
Wow.
this guy just
Wow.
Baka tagalasal.
I don't know, man. But then like this guy just like he's consistent, like
He just
commenting on the
hates on
pod.
me, bro.
Hey, like
It's
I
just
always
cool, though.
say, he's still giving y'all clout. He's still,
Yeah.
publishing like
That's,
comments.
He helps the
that's
out.
what. That's always
I'm
one
in his
in the
head.
comment section, bro.
Yeah.
That's
He
always
helps the
one
algorithm.
comment
He
in
helps
the-
the
Sir.
algorithm.
Hell yeah, boy. So, hater of Dawn, keep it coming, baby. It's not getting into his head anyway.
Love
Yeah.
the hate.
All right. What about either you, Thirds, or Colin?
Thirds.
Go Colin. I
Third.
mean, I think I could get an answer when the moment you talk. I think I could get something from you. So
Sige, Colin. Let's hear it,
Okay.
man.
Well, I kind of like what Ton said, because I resonated to a different degree. He said that he's lucky enough to be able to do the thing he loves for a living, and he's known it for. I mean, he's been able to do it since he got out of college. Mine's kind of like the opposite type of way, which is I went into a job that I didn't necessarily think was right, but then you always have to follow a specific path. So what am I trying to say? Like, how do I answer like what is your why? I guess it's still trying to figure out who I am, Paren, generally, like what I want, and if it's worthwhile. So that's why I wake up every day. That's why I have this podcast with them, or I'm willing to talk about basketball with you for an hour and a half, because it's like I want to be able to say, like, can I really do this? Is this something that I can do for a long time? Can I make money and make a living off of this? And um, because I still have to find that and figure out that in me. So right now, at least that is my why. Obviously, it'll probably change if I do find that, but at this point, that's still it. And hopefully, I'll get to a point where I'm like Ton, where I can say na parang I'm really doing what I want.
That's great, man. And full support. I hope you find that.
Sir,
And
thank you.
as long as you follow, I mean, as cheesy as it fucking is, like, whatever, like, what the question is, what gets you up in the morning, whatever, makes you feel more alive. You just gotta follow that shit, bro. Like, even if the path seems murky, I mean, like, a little segue for me, like, since I didn't really get to mention a lot of it throughout this episode, but I'm actually in vet school right now. So veterinary school, so that's for
shit,
animals.
solid.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and medyo malayo yung background ko because my undergrad was sports science. So I mean that's why I love sports and I love to talk about sports as well. But I don't know, like my love for animals has always been a constant throughout my life, and even after I graduated, it never really faded. So, I mean, I have basically no knowledge on like zoology, all of these higher chemistry shit, and I'm definitely not the smartest guy in the room, but you gotta shoot your shot. Shoot or
You
shoot.
gotta shoot your shot.
Shoot or shoot.
Exactly.
Solid.
Yeah.
And
So,
just to add, dude, like just like keeping it real, like we're lucky enough to be in a position where we have the privilege to try and look for
oh yeah.
Exactly.
our passions. And that's what I always think about every day. Like, why am I going to get stuck in a job that I don't like if I actually have a chance to look for what I do like? So just gotta take that risk. So that's really the why right now. And same with you, I guess.
That's fantastic, man, and Godspeed to you.
Thanks, brother.
What about you, Thirds, to wrap it up?
yeah, I guess it's kind of the same as Anton. Very blessed. First of all, to just even be thinking about what I want from my career, rather than what my next meal when my next meal is gonna be. And I'm very like thankful for my parents that they were able to put me in a position like that. And what I want to do is that I want to be able to repay them for all of their sacrifices, because I want to be I want my whole family to live comfortably. Um, Especially, I want to give them the best life that I can give with everything, from basketball and everything that I earned from. But yeah, I guess primarily it's what I want. But yeah, I've just been constantly just working my whole life, just like Anton. Uh, Kami yung mga hindi masyado napapansin, especially nung early years namin. It's always been, someone better than us, or in my case, my brother. So the hunger is always there, and just trying to prove not anyone except myself that I can actually do this is what wakes me up in the morning, and what keeps me grinding. And it's always like the love for the challenge that you have, like the next mountain that you want to climb. So for me, it's Japan, and it's a very high mountain, and it's very hard
On
to
Fuji.
hike. But
Mount Fuji.
Mount Fuji.
yes, sir,
Mount Fuji
Mount Fuji.
mismo.
But
Mismo.
yeah, that's the goal, and that's the life we chose, and we're just gonna do whatever it takes to make the most out of it.
That's great, man. And I mean, nothing good comes easy. So I just hope that we all get to the place where we want to be, and hopefully, 10 years down the road, we could like listen back to this podcast and kind of reflect on like who we were back then. That would be super nice. That's like one of the reasons why I like doing this podcast, because it's just documenting, conversations with friends. So yeah, I just want to wrap up the pod by saying thank you again so much for being on the show. Honestly, had so much fun talking with you guys and learning as well. And I guess now would be a perfect time for you guys to plug in where people can find you.
Time to pull the plug.
So, how ba yan, Mark?
Hmm?
How ba yan?
Ikaw yun.
All right, so you guys can find me, Thirds, Anton, and Mark on all the platforms where you want to listen to videos or podcasts. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify, nocap.ph.
All right, you heard it from them. What about your personal account, Colin, on YouTube? How do they find you?
Yeah.
Subscribe to me if you want NBA content. I'm going to try to make a little bit more. It's just literally Colin Salaw on YouTube. If you want to hear more of these NBA takes and Knicks banter, it'll be on there.
Hey man, I mean, shit on the Knicks all you want, but your headliner is why the Toronto Raptors will be the real dark horse. So
I said dark horse. I didn't say they were gonna win it.
take it with a grain of salt,
Yeah.
listeners. Take it with a grain of salt.
I'm pretty sure there was some Knicks shade in that video, by the way.
I mean, what's new? What is new?
They're used to it.
Yeah. All right, so thank you guys again so much for being on the show. You guys know where to find them. No Cap Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and wherever you get your audio platforms. And yeah, I'll see you all listeners soon. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.